Culturally, Sydney must have felt like Mars as people arrived from China. So culturally, there was a place for people to come and be with people that they knew, they could speak the language. So I think the societies played a really, really important role, and that continues through today.
The societies were established by the early Chinese, ones who came out in the 19th century. Many of them came out during the gold rush in the 1850s, and then after the gold rush virtually petered out, many of them then came to the cities, and in Sydney, eventually, many of them settled or had businesses in the Haymarket area. Unfortunately, the Chinese were not that welcome back then. There was a lot of discrimination. And so these societies were very important in assisting individuals. Sometimes they provided accommodation, helped to find jobs, helped them to send remittances, right, back to their families, do translation of and write letters for them, and even send back the bones of the departed so they could be buried back in their home villages.
Well, imagine what that was like for my great-grandfather in 1882, coming here off a ship, a young man who's out across the seas to a place that he'd heard about but never visited. There weren't photos, there weren't TV. He could only imagine what it was like. And arriving to this bustling little port of Sydney. And so Goonyi Tong would have provided him with this great link to not only to his homeland, but to Sydney, those who are here before him, to show him where to go, where you can get a bed, where you can get a meal, where you can meet people who speak the same language. And I can only imagine what a great comfort that would be for anybody arriving off a ship, to be able to come here and feel welcomed by somebody from their own town, from their own culture. What's really interesting is that each village or each township would have their own association or society. So my one is the Goonyi Tong, and across Sydney there are many. And indeed, Goonyi Tong and one of the other associations share 50 and 52 Dixon Street. I can remember the smell of the building. There was a slight sort of musty smell of a club room. And I have this oral memory of the aunties playing mahjong, and I can hear the click, click, click of the mahjong tablets as they played.
They're still active today, but their services and activities are different. They do still provide activities for the aged, and they do things like celebrate the Lunar New Year. They go to the graves to pay respects to the ancestors and to those departed. And even like during Mid-Autumn Festival, we all enjoy eating mooncakes.
Today, Goonyi Tong gives scholarships to young, successful people whose ancestors came from the Dongguan area. So I think even today, they still continue to practice the idea of a welfare association. I feel personally very attached to it. I feel like it's mine. I feel like I'm a part of that association. A part of me came from Dongguan, and a part of me belongs to those club rooms.